what we have here is a brisket. I've never cooked a brisket on the pellet smoker or at all. So let's see how we do. I think it came already trimmed. I don't even think I have to trim it. Really nice looking chunk of meat. I'm happy with it. This is a little thin here on the end. I should probably cut that off, but whatever. It might get a little tougher. This is also pretty thin in this corner. Maybe cut it like that. But so let's start with the binder. I got some Dijon mustard, but we're gonna get her nice and lathered in. And this is just so the spices can stick to it. First thing I'm gonna do is a layer of pepper. Not too much, because we're gonna be seasoning with other stuff. And if you do it higher, you can get a better surface area. Then we're gonna go with this brown sugar rub, since we're gonna be cooking it low. We'll do a layer of that.
Go heavy on it.
Pretty heavy. I don't want to make it all too heavy, but a nice heavy layer. I still want to be able to see the meat though. And that's looking awesome. Now we'll go this way. Alright. And then last but not least, we got this barbecue with sea salt. And this is more of a traditional barbecue taste. It's got garlic, and we'll just lightly sprinkle over it. And this has a lot of salt in it too, so that's why I didn't put salt on. And I think we're about ready to flip her over. Hopefully that brings us a nice bark. We're going to do the same to the other side, and then we're going to let her rest for a while. Alrighty guys, she is looking good. She's all spiced up. I think I'm going to cook it with the fat side down from what I just looked up. Hopefully I didn't season it too much. Hopefully it makes a nice bark. Yeah, I don't know how long this will take, but we'll see. There she be, guys. She sat overnight in the fridge, dried out a little bit, let the seasoning soak in. I think that's going to be a nice bark. I'm getting ready to throw her on now. It's 10 o'clock. I just lit up the PITBOSS. PITBOSS is igniting. Sweet. Camp Chef Hardwood Premium Pellets. Good for beef. Competition blend. Made in the USA. Those are what I'm using. That's just what I had. Got her set to 225. It's just getting up to temperature. She is smoking pretty good. I've got my smoke log and the normal smoke, so hopefully it's not overkill. I didn't know if it was going to be, but it only burns for 4 hours, so time to throw her on the smoker. That's a real solid part right there. I can feel. Rest feels pretty tender, even though it's a brisket.
Look at that thing.
She's on. Smoke log's kind of going. I might have to relight it. We will see. Oh, it's still going, I guess. Alright, the thing I always forget. That doesn't fit unless I do that like that, so.
Open hole.
Let's see, where are we going? Try the same hole, I guess. Hopefully we're not too close to the bottom.
Look at the smoke roller.
Oh yeah. And from there, I should keep an eye on her. I should probably have this side. I should have this flipped, because this is the thicker side. It's going to take longer to cook. And this is the hotter side of the grill. So we'll put the thicker side in. We'll go right in here.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll take that. We should take that. Starting temp 46. We'll come back in 2 hours and do our first check. We'll leave her at 225. Alrighty guys, it's been about an hour and a half. The probe temp is 122 already. I'm surprised it's cooking so fast. I watch videos where they're on there for 4 hours at 300 and the temperature is only at like 160, so I don't know what's up, but let's check it out. Looking good. This is looking good. Checking the bark's getting pretty hard. It is looking good. I'm gonna give her a little apple cider vinegar spritz. Keep her moist. And I think I might turn her down to 200. So I'm gonna try and go at least 8 hours with this. Is our smoke log going? Yep, it's still going. Well, we'll check back in another hour and a half. Smoking nicely. A little past the 2 hour mark. It's up to 145. I'm thinking the stall will come around 160. Looking good. We got these two chilling in Edwin's chair. This one following me to jump on my back. Edwin's getting pretty good at rolling over. Yeah, good job. Alrighty. It's been about 3.5 hours. We're at 161. We should be at the stall point. She's looking good. Nice smoke flavor. The log's almost out. I'm not going to refill it for the remainder. I think we might wrap it in foil because I don't have butcher paper. And we'll go to around 203 to 210 degrees. And then we'll check for tenderness. Alright, we're at 163. We have been for about half an hour. We're about 4 hours in. I think I'm going to wrap it. She's looking beautiful. We'll bring it inside. We'll wrap it with foil. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Look at that beautiful. Oh, it smells so good. Alright, babes. Used to work at a barbecue place in Texas, so she's going to try their wrapping style. And there's our brisket in the light. Looking pretty good. Still kind of tough, you could feel. But that's to be expected. Smells incredible. Alright, we're going to take this. And are we going to put fat side up or down?
I would put
Which is
down.
going to be the bottom when it's done.
I would put down. No, I would put the fat down.
That's the fat.
Or, yeah.
Okay, fat side down. Alright, let's see if she remembers what she used to do. And hopefully this holds some moisture, helps speed up the stall because we're already a little over 4 hours in. It is not a huge brisket, so. She used to work at Doc's Barbecue in Texas, so.
Crockett, Texas.
In Crockett, Texas. But this is both of our first time actually cooking a brisket on a smoker, so. Good to go. Alright, we're gonna go back on. Babe's unwrapping it because I want to put butter on it. I don't have beef tallow. I want to put some kind of fat on it though. Now the bottom has fat, so
Look at that nice chunk of meat.
try and dump this on. Yeah, and a lot of videos I saw said this is going to make our bark soft, but I did see a video to try to help that, so we're going to try that out. But all this butter cannot hurt. It's definitely going to keep it moist. It is a fat source. And all that will drain down under it, so. Now we'll wrap it again. She's looking good. I do wish we had butcher paper. That's what I wanted to do, but it's winter out here, and I just didn't have butcher paper in stock anywhere. I didn't have time to order it, so. Plus, we spent all our money on the brisket. So now that that's wrapped up, we're gonna take it back out. I put the smoker up to 250, and we're gonna go from there. Going back on, and I do have to try to get this back in somehow. And I guess right in here somewhere. Hopefully. Now you can feel that's still pretty tough. So let's get through this stall. And she's climbing. We'll get through this stall. We'll give it another 2-3 hours. Keep checking her. Keep checking the temp. Once we get up to 210, we'll just keep it right around there until it's nice and tender. We'll keep poking it. It's only been on there about 2 minutes. It's already back up to 163 where we left it, so we didn't lose any heat in the wrapping process. Another hour has passed. The probe temp is 204. I did turn it back down to 200 about half an hour ago because it was climbing really quick. Now we just gotta wait for it to get a little more tender. Alright, it's at 208 temperature, even turned down, and I really don't want it to get any hotter. So I'm gonna do a probe test on this, and we're gonna see how tender it is. Oh man, it smells great. Open up. Look at that. I'm gonna take the probe. And, oh, smoke in my eye. It slides in nice. So I think I'm gonna pull it and let it rest. Very nice. I'm gonna shut this off. Bring this inside. Hopefully not lose any juices. So now that we're inside, I am going to let this rest open for about 15 minutes. I heard on a video I saw, we'll see if it works, that the bark will harden back up and stick back to the meat. So we'll see. And after that, I'm going to rewrap it in new foil, and not sure what I'm going to do with it from there, but then I'm going to let it rest a couple hours. Alrighty guys, as you can see, it's been 15 minutes. That bark is nice and stuck again, so that did work. Now I'm going to rewrap it, and I think I'm going to dump the juice right over top of it. You know, something wasting it. Hopefully it'll suck a lot of that juice back in. Oh, I got it. Oh, this is what I think it used last time. Alright, we got it. Yeah, nice and wrapped. I'll go around this way. Hopefully this will hold all that juice in there. This was my first brisket, and it took about 5.5 to 6 hours. I just pulled that cooler from out in the shed. I got it on the heater vent because it was cold and it was outside, and it had ice in it and it was dirty, so we're cleaning that up. We're gonna put it in there with some towels or sweaters or whatever we can find. Alright, I got a sweater in there and another kind of jump sweater here, and I'm going to take the beef and wrap it in this baby sheet. It's all for the brisket.
Yeah.
We'll put that on the sweaters. We got another sweater to go over top of it. Two hours, 2.5, maybe 3, we'll come back to you. So I added a pillow on top of that sweater, you know. Just we want that brisket to get a good night's rest. So figured it'd be more comfortable with a pillow. We'll check back in 3 hours. We'll cut her open. My poorly cut potato wedges that I'm going to try to make for the first time in the air fryer to go along with our brisket that's in that cooler right now, resting. Some olive oil, potato slayer, garlic powder, maybe some salt, pink Himalayan salt if we need. First things first, I just want to put a little bit of oil in here. And then we're going to mix it all up so the slayer and stuff has something to stick to. Make sure it's all nice and oily. Alright, I'm just going to start laying her on.
Potato slayer, best seasoning to go on potatoes.
I think Killer Hogs makes it. Fire and Smoke Society. Now let's mix that up. Hopefully we can get a nice coating on all the potatoes. Alrighty, let's get some of these in the air fryer. I definitely am not going to be able to cook them all at once. I wish we had a bigger air fryer. We'll try that. Going in 400 for about, I don't know, we'll check it in 15-12 minutes. Alright, we let it go the full term. I did shake it up a few times.
I think they could go a little longer.
Longer? Wow. They are fully cooked and they taste good. And from this point, you can just go to like your own crispiness. How are they?
They're good.
Damn good.
Right.
Could use a little more salt, I think.
Yeah.
Cool. It's been like 3.5 or 3 hours. Oh, it's warm. That's a good sign. It's been resting.
Wow.
For 3 hours.
Kenny's other pillow?
Wow.
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure that was gonna work. But
Wow. That's
I think
really
it is
warm.
still warm. It might have been able to rest longer. It's still hot.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's cool to know. Let's see how she did after resting. I think it was 5.5 or 6 hour cook. Brisket flat. Soaked up a lot of that juice.
Oh, it smells
Smell the
so
smoke.
good. Perfect.
What you see over there? Oh boy.
Let's see what temperature it's at after resting for 3 hours. We're looking at like 140. I believe is what the video I watched said.
You serious doing? Did you get some?
I think we're pretty close to that temperature.
Did you forget your binky today? Did you forget your
36. Still going up. I think we're right about there. I think I'll take it. So that's perfect.
This is binky, Mommy. Boys.
Guess I'll just cut it right down the center. Well, it's cutting pretty easy.
Oh, look at the smoke ring.
This is what they do. They spin it over. Juicy. Definitely juicy. Not. I don't know. Let's see how tender it is.
These guys gonna be brown or what color?
Taste.
They look like they're dark blue.
Not bad. For my first one, it's not bad. I think it could have been more tender, but I think this is a win. Pretty good.
We'll get
Well,
them.
I'm sure it could be tenderer, but for my first brisket, I'm very happy with it.